Good evening.
Commander.
Bright sunny days. I thought I'd take the opportunity to go to Grissom Academy to get a proper education. But in order to do so, we're going to have to endure the extremely laborious task of switching out Disc 1 for Disc 2. Now, I have faith that we can get through this together. So let's not dally here. Oh no. This is it. This is the end. Playthrough over. Where I have the tray positioned, it's hard to see, so I'm always paranoid I'm gonna insert the disc wrong and then start like a forest fire. Oh, funny thing about editing these actually is I type up all of the captioning because I just can't stand the idea of either not having it or having it say something completely wrong, so I've been typing them all up. And every time I say Garuski, it calls it Garusiki, which I thought was that's pretty appropriate in a way. It's not the worst thing it could be, but
come and get me.
that space cam. Rare footage, tour of the International Space Station, 1969. Translated from the original Russian. That was abrupt. Okay, yeah, I've often wondered about moments where the dialogue just seems to have been surgically removed. Like, I'm thinking maybe the voice actor was just really sick that day. Or the take was just incredibly bad and they couldn't fix it.
Sanders, we're clear. It's me.
Commander, thank you. Admiral Anderson always said you were the best. And with Cerberus coming for my students, I need the
She
best.
just has a gorgeous facial design.
Fewer than 20.
There's a lot of them in ME3, but it's hard to
Some are prototyping tech for the Alliance.
do it manually. I think they did an amazing job on the character creation part of this.
Together as biotic artillery.
Unlike many other games of its kind, this one seems to restrict options, but still give you, still maintain that sense that
He was a Spectre candidate.
you can look like how you want, but it's gonna look good.
David saved my life that day. He's a good man.
Because generally, the more options you have, the less effort and detail they can put into each of those
He's
options,
alive?
which is why
Alive and fighting. He's currently
games that provide multiple paths and lots of choices and that sort of thing are
Just
massive projects. So it's astonishing this one came out so well with so few bugs and
Agreed.
visual
The Alliance
glitches.
needs every resource it can get, and our students are unique resources. I'll get the door for you. It leads to a
That was
line.
another engineer moment there. Take up position at the wall. Yeah, don't mind me at all. Almost missed that sneaky bastard. Moments like this, you wish you just had singularity, but alas. Okay.
There may be more nearby. Play dead until it's safe, then get to Kaylee Sanders at security. My sister Sean is out here somewhere too.
Plenty of little trinkets around here. Bit hard to stumble upon unless you've done it a few times. Not so fast. They really have a tactical analysis of the situation here. One thing I've been forgetting to do is save.
Stay back. I'll...
Sean, can you hear me?
How do you know my name?
I saved your brother. He's with Kaylee Sanders at security. Can you get to her?
Yeah. I just need to rest for a minute. Thank you.
That's so cute. Though I still don't understand why he says, "Can you hear me?"
Eat this!
Jack!
Shepard?
One of the less pleasant reunions, unless you're doing her romance character arc. At this point, it just pisses me off reuniting with Jack here because I know she's just gonna punch me in the face in the next scene. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can't even punch her back. She's not even wearing glasses, dude. No rule against it.
Shepard, keep him off us!
Did you see where I aimed that? That was interesting.
You got it.
Kaylee said she was putting out an SOS. I had no idea the king of the Boy Scouts would show up. All right, amp check. Prangley, those fields were weak. Cerberus isn't gonna lie down out of pity like that girl you took to prom. Grab juice and an energy bar. We move in 5.
More really well-designed faces here. Jack's included. Just, yeah.
Damn it! How many times did I tell you not to trust Cerberus?
Pisses me off so much.
You're not telling me anything I haven't told myself, Jack.
Oh, you feel bad? Well, shit. That makes up for giving him the damn collector base.
As charming as ever.
Good to see you again, Garrus.
Thing is, Jack was... This is a little bit retcon because Jack was pretty on your side.
Yeah. I guess so.
Having come out of the collector base alive and all that. So...
How in the hell did you end up teaching people?
You say it like you think I'm gonna make him explode or something. Alliance Brass knew I helped you. They offered me this.
I mean, let's
And
talk
apparently
about
the
teachers,
students responded
you know.
well to my teaching style.
The psychotic biotic.
Look at that. Exactly.
Destroy you! Drink your juice, Rodriguez.
You need a teacher
Destroy wet tissue paper.
who knows what they're talking about, even if they're edgy or, you know, a loose cannon. Basically, you hope for a teacher
We'll find another way off the stage.
that sort of does things their own way.
Shepard to Sanders. The students are safe, but the shuttle's a no-go.
And college students, in any case, they're adults. They can leave. They can switch schools. They can walk out of the classroom. They can drop the class. They can do whatever they want. Given this might be a high school,
Let me know when we've got a new way off this station.
but given the situation here, you'd hope that you'd have a little bit more of a loose cannon teacher rather than just let's procedurally evacuate the premises now.
How do you bunch of teenagers.
Ah, there you go.
Until
Yeah.
a few months ago, their biggest concern was getting laid.
You don't think they're ready for war?
I don't think they have a choice.
So you go from Socratic method to ballistic method. Not the worst transition, in my opinion. I don't know.
So, all this talk about biotic artillery strikes.
It's great in theory. Maybe they'll get it together once they've seen some action.
But
They'd be better off as support. Put them in the back ranks, helping with barriers and shit. I don't know.
have you told them that?
No. They need me to believe in them. I did pick up a few things listening to your damn speeches.
Which way do you go on that thing, on the student thing? I have a hard time deciding half of the time, because,
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
Yeah, I have a bit of a hard time deciding on the student question. You know, put them on the front lines to inspire innocence, inspire greatness, demand greatness from those with great potential. But on the other hand, they are still technically kids. And we've had plenty of stories of young kids going to war over the years. And I don't know if in the future we want to repeat that so much. Although in this war, this particular war isn't exactly about common decency among humans. I mean, it's about full galactic scale survival. So you could imagine every man, woman, and child, you know, with a gun in their hand, basically.
We'll be ready when you need us, Commander.
I can't believe you and our teacher work together. With both of you here. Maybe we've got a chance.
Garrus, you need to respect some personal space protocol there.
Which beach?
I have to say, Jack, you look good.
Yeah, well, maybe some of your attitude rubbed off on me. I never had a family. And these guys... Anyone screws with my students, I will tear them apart.
To be fair, one of the things I want to do with these videos is give every character, every scene, every scenario a fair look. Take it unironically, you
What's
know.
so valuable about these students? Biotically, I mean.
Well, what's scarier than a pissed-off biotic attacker? A whole bunch of them working together. It's like a biotic artillery strike. Any asshole gets in our way, we rip him to shreds.
The point of that being, you know, I wasn't always so fond of Jack, but over enough non-salty looks at it, you get to the point where even the things you don't like, you end up liking.
Doesn't that exhaust them?
Yeah, sure. But we've been working on conditioning, improving endurance. Whenever they complain, I tell them about the collector base, holding that damn biotic bubble up against those bug things. Ugh, I kept thinking, damn, let the Solarian handle this. He can talk them to death.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Stay close. We'll get you out of here.
Good.
So yeah, you can appreciate different aspects of it, like sort of some of the style here, like her neck tattoo there. That's pretty interesting. Like, what's going on with that? It looks like a map. Maybe it's like it might have been described at one point. Her stomach kind of looks like the British flag, but yeah, it could be like a map of the facility she escaped from or something like that. And I really like how these walls don't really make you feel like so much that you're in an orange box game, which it's not, I'm just saying. And there's like stains and Oh, that's not a stain. That's the shadows of the folks upstairs. I never noticed that. That's really trippy. I wonder if that... Yeah, I wonder if that's just an unfortunate side effect of... There's no way they missed that. I just left it in to be kind of creepy.
Everyone be ready. We'll go in first and draw their fire.
We'll shadow you from the second level and hit those guys from above.
I like it. Keeps them safer, too.
Yeah, since they're already in the safety position, I like sort of the pep talk
All right,
vibe.
everyone. Hit them with everything you've got.
You ever want to cut loose? See what you can really do? Now's your chance.
Students of Grissom Academy,
Biotic abilities are alluded to as being this physically exhausting activity, but physical in the neural sense. Probably like a decade ahead of brain science where we are right now. As in figuring out exactly what the physics of the brain are. And so injuring yourself while using them is described as a burn. And I really like that idea.
What Cerberus does to people they promise not.
A mastery of the mind is like muscles that need to be damaged and regenerated.
Good luck.
So not really like a burn, but like that you feel the burn when you exercise.
Surrender and you're meat on a slab. We're trying to save your asses.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Let's
I got
go.
chills from that. Garrus like full Ramadi get up there. Really digging it. Alright, anything on the chairs here? Oh god. This is the most aggravating little strategic disadvantage here, probably. Literally a courtyard designed to put the most square footage in plain sight as possible. And they're coming out of the corridors and stuff.
Ready for action?
Hell yeah!
Game of Marco Polo going on. Is that a grenade? No. Oh, I never noticed you could get them from up there. That's kind of helpful. Nerf turrets, BioWare, please. Or at least let us use them. Actually don't, that would be ridiculous. Yeah, this is going, again, better than usual. I remember I said something like that in the Rannoch video. Yeah, it must be YouTubers' luck there. But I've heard an equal number of reports of the opposite, where once you start filming stuff that you're supposed to be good at, it just goes south. But that's a terrible problem to have. Yeah, think about this though. These kids basically go from simulations and gym training and philosophy and stuff into guerrilla warfare with the wealthiest terrorist organization to ever have existed in galactic history. So that's not very fun for them. But it does thicken the skin. I would say that. I would say it would thicken the skin quite a bit. Oh. No. Rookie. Feel like a damn first day here. Jeez.
Because she didn't watch her barrier.
Commander, I've reached the Cerberus shuttles without being detected. They know what they're doing, though. You need to hurry.
This is like taking an elevator. Does anyone want to talk about their people's history? Thoroughly caffeinated shot here. 360 no scope. Didn't work, but that would have been a good one. Keep trying.
I don't know who you are, but stay back.
We don't have time for this. Garrus?
On it. Don't move. This might sting a bit.
Nice shield. Maybe the Alliance can use it. With a few tweaks.
Wow, he sounds like such a jerk there.
Stay close.
Oh my
Get you out
god.
of here.
Okay.
Like
Thanks.
talking to a scared kid like that. My god. That's exactly what he would do. After all, if it's a bad shield, it's not even useful to the Academy.
Looks like schematics for amp interfaces. Not as good as what we already have, but still worth a look.
Little known fact, there's a med kit there. Alright. And by the way, quick save here, because sometimes it won't let you out of the Atlas after the sequence. Best way to do this is don't really aim, just use the left stick or, you know, the motion button so that you can align without having multi-directional input. By the way, someone compiled a list of all deceased individuals in this series. There's a lot. Always keep in mind the context of every single one of these guys is a zombified husk under those helmets. Weird when you think about it, huh? Or at least like about to be in a week or something. Good way to dehumanize your enemy. You don't even have to dehumanize them. They do it themselves. Nice tactics there, elusive man. Interesting, like, war philosophy note, though. I mean, when your enemy is dehumanized, you can do anything you want to them. Especially if they're put at a level that's sub-animal. So you get to see that in some of the more grotesque stories of human test subjects and all the weird revelations that came out of that sort of thing. Oddly enough, though, those experiments and the results of those experiments end up being some of the most coveted and expensive information that's ever existed. Kind of nauseous as that is. I guess that does have some relevance to this game. I mean, yeah, there's plenty of that going on later. I mean, I'll probably touch again on that subject and towards the Horizon situation. Yeah, imagine being lured to somewhere that's supposed to be a refugee camp, but then you get there and they start indoctrinating you and eventually turning you into isolated organs to react to anomalous space bacteria.
Hurry, Commander. The Normandy.
This game is pretty dark, come to think of it.
She needs covering fire.
She needs more than that.
Nice. Except wouldn't she have just gotten 1,000 little glass splinters? You just biotic them out using like cactar missiles.
Joker, we flew out on a Cerberus shuttle. Watch your fire.
Right, I've got you on sensors. Should just be a minute.
Thank you, Commander. We'd have never gotten off that station if you hadn't come.
Forget that. We kicked some ass. Next place we dock, you're all getting inked. My treat.
Where are you, CeeLo Green? Come on.
What do you guys want? Ascension Project logo? Glowing fist? Maybe a unicorn for Rodriguez?
Screw you, ma'am.
I can't believe we got them out alive. I was going to suggest that they stick to support roles. But perhaps they're ready after all.
What do you think? We gotta treat our kids well, at least for the
They're
time
definitely
being.
ready.
You know.
But the Alliance needs them in a support role.
What? We trained for artillery strikes.
We don't need another artillery unit. We need stronger barriers for our frontline squads.
This is bullshit! Hey, if that's where they need us, that's where we go. Besides, I'm sure we'll get some shots in.
Let's check the old strategic situation here. Oh, look at that. We're at 100% guarantee of winning the war. No, that's not really what it means, but yeah. Oh, that's looking pitiful, huh? Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. My mind is prepared for the Westmoreland Campbell showdown. I'm ready for this 450 IQ analysis.
You see the Citadel when we were there on leave? You'd never know there was a war on.
They'll know soon enough. All those refugees have to go somewhere.
Oh, that was devastatingly underwhelming. It's usually much more interesting than that.
I want to check in on shuttle pilot Cortez down in the armory. I just got word. Everyone from Grissom Academy has arrived safely.
We wouldn't have known about them if you hadn't caught the distress signal. Nice work.
Thanks, Commander.
And now we stare wistfully into the galactic core. And we shall have 10 to 20 seconds of galaxy map music. Go.